Me, Mr. Alvarez. Mr. Brown must be in the building. Yeah, thank you for recording that. Um, we came back from Cyprus, ladies and gentlemen, and it was a phenomenal opportunity to really touch and see, the corporate office and talk to Haken, and he revealed some things to us that's truly like is is mind blowing. Like literally, this ain't no, it's mind blowing for to know what we have our hands on. So with that being said, for the people who just don't, this is the first time here, welcome, and you're in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen. You definitely are. Um, I'm going to do some legality things, get it out the way. I am not a financial advisor. I am a regular person like you. I'm just sharing information that I was blessed to receive, and I'm learning every single day. Also, please seek professional, advice before you make an investment. Um, don't copy any of this presentation because unless you get a permission from Bellator or Miracle Cash and Mark. It's all right. That legal stuff is out the way. Because I'm excited about what we're going to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, I like to talk before I go into this. Listen to me. Um, we know that crypto is definitely the hottest topic on the face of the earth right now. Seriously. Not talking about the illusions and the facades that they want you to look that way and look that way and all that. I'm talking about when it comes to finances. That's what I'm talking about. Because notice they always try to distract us with things when they get ready to do a shift and a financial shift. Because a financial shift is right in front of our face, literally. We have the president of the United States, whether you like him or not, you can't deny the fact that he's a businessman. He said out his mouth publicly that America will be the crypto capital of the world. And we see the banks are are accepting or trying to accept the XRP, and while people don't understand what's going on, and they just literally settled the case. I think it was today or yesterday. I think Ripple pulled back their appeal. So listen to me, y'all. It's going to be some very interesting things that's happening on the horizon when it comes to cryptocurrency. So we are literally in the best seat in the house. So today I'm explaining why we in the best seat in the house, and that's due to a company called Miracle Cash and More. Ladies and gentlemen, Miracle Cash and More is the company that's uh, on front line with a complete ecosystem when it comes to the payment gateways. We are a fintech powerhouse. For those who don't understand what a fintech powerhouse is, ladies and gentlemen, we literally use the latest technology in the banking world. That's all that means. It means you're using technology in the financial space. I like the way Carlos Alvarez always break it down. He says, let's just stop using these big words. It's a digital vending machine. Like, but if you break it down to simplest forms, you'll really understand how unique it really is. But this company called Miracle Cash and More, what piqued my interest because I've been in the network marketing space for about 11 years now. And I stepped away because I didn't like what it was displaying. I didn't like the negativity, the fake people, the, thinking you this and show your lifestyle and all that stuff. Um, when I met Mr. Alvarez, I can really, honestly say he was always a seven-figure earner. And he ain't have all that flashy stuff. And, he had nice stuff. Don't get me wrong, this man live on a resort, like for real. But it made me realize that you don't have to like flash all your money. And it was just a reality. That's how me and him locked arms because he had the same mindset as me. It's really about building generational wealth. So, make a long story short, I stepped away from the industry, but the relationship that me and Mr. Alvarez has established, he never forgot me. So, when he got involved in Miracle Cash and More, he used to drip on me. He's like, D, just take a look at this. He's like, D, he's like, oh, this is it. So I used to be like, man, I'm cool. I don't want to do this, blah, blah, blah. But he said, D, they got physical crypto exchange stores. I said, what? He said, they building them all over the world. They look like Amazon stores. I mean, Apple stores. I said, what? He said, D, is crazy. So I'm going to show you one of our stores. This one is open in Amsterdam. And anybody know about Amsterdam, you know that Amsterdam is one of the most crypto-friendly countries in the world. But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, it's one of the most strictest cryptocurrency countries in the world. So for us to have this store in the heart of Amsterdam, watch this. It's in the heart of Amsterdam. It shows the uniqueness about what we have our hands on.
Well, of course, Amsterdam is one of the most exciting cities in the world, so that goes without saying. But we plan to open stores in every big city, as many as we can throughout the world. So any country that we're in, we're going to, of course, go to the most important city of the country first. Then we may do a few others. So our company actually was launched in North Cyprus. So that's where we've had stores for many years now. But our intention was to have that to be our first market, to learn about the industry. But our intention was always to go international. So we also now have 2 stores in Germany. One is complete and open, and we have another one under construction. And then this is our 3rd store in Europe. But we plan to go to France, we plan to go to Spain, UK, Italy, Belgium, Luxembourg, and then the rest of Europe as well.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is he's the CEO of Bellator, Mr. Michael Thor. And he, ladies and gentlemen, literally is a phenomenal individual. He actually come from the network marketing space. But he met Hakan Torhan, who is the founder of Miracle Cash and More, and they partnered up. They became partners because Micah hit a home run. He became a multimillionaire in crypto. So he wanted to buy some real estate in Cyprus and pay it in crypto. And he ran into Hakan. And we was blessed to, listen, let me tell you something. The man invited us to his home. We were in Micah's home on the rooftop, ladies and gentlemen. When I tell you his house is like that, like he has a beautiful home. I'm talking about beautiful. And we was just, he just like opened his doors for us. Like everybody come to my house, like for real. And we were just in his house. We just had a ball. And I say that to say that he's just a regular person like us that ran into an opportunity and he took action. He ran into Hakan Torhan, the owner of Miracle Cash and More, the founder, and partnered up with him. So he's a partner in Miracle Cash and More. And this is how we even got Bellator, because he asked Hakan Torhan, he said, Miracle Cash and More is not a network marketing company. He said, but allow us to market it under the MLM structure. And Hakan said yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me go a little further about this Miracle Cash and More so you can understand before we go into the network marketing aspect. This company, Miracle Cash and More, which makes it unique, is that it created a core banking system. A core banking system meaning everything that a traditional bank can do, we can do, and even better, because we're doing it on the most secure platform on the face of the earth. That's the blockchain. So look at the beginning and please listen very carefully to this brief video about Miracle Cash and More and how unique this company truly is.
Happy Gilmore
Right
is
after
back,
these
and to celebrate, U.S. Bank has never looked happier.
You know, with mobile.
Dear Bellator family,
We wanted to share some key insights to help you better understand the true value of the opportunity you are part of. The foundation of Miracle Cash and more. Miracle Cash and More began its journey in 2017 with a clear vision to become a global fintech powerhouse, not just a traditional bank. Our starting point was the development of a core banking system, also known as a switch in the financial industry. This system consists of millions of lines of code. It took 3 years and over $5 million to develop. We built a mid-level core banking system from the ground up. Why is this significant? Because we own the technology. We are not leasing or dependent on third parties, which saves costs and provides flexibility. When you invest your time in a company, that company should deserve your time and effort by providing real sustainable value. What has the company invested to create an opportunity for you? Who is the actual customer? If it's just you, then it's not a real business. It's a cycle destined to fail. Most crypto MLMs have failed because they start with a compensation plan and then pick a product that fits. Their focus isn't on solving real-world problems, but on making quick money. That's not sustainable. Miracle Cash and More is not an MLM. It's a fintech company offering real services to merchants. Bellator is the marketing arm designed to help expand Miracle's reach. This gives us the best of both worlds. A company with real products and services. A network marketing structure to help spread the word and reward those who grow the network.
That's who we are in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why I love that video so much, because it explains who Miracle Cash and More is. An 8.5-year-old company, 2017. We are not a new company. So all that grand opening, grand closing, when you go on the site, the company shut down. When you go, all that, you don't got to worry about that here. We have legends on this call who lost tens of thousands of dollars with these companies that, you get money with them today, and then tomorrow the website is down. You don't have nobody to contact. And I'm talking about this happened to the new network marketers as well as the legends. So it's a lot of us who lost a lot of money with these money grabs and these rug pulls and all that. So why am I saying that? I'm saying that because this company, Miracle Cash and More, is solid. It's stable. It's not going anywhere. Why? Because first of all, we are 100% debt free. We 8.5 years strong. We have some of the most solid contracts on the face of the earth, period. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going on a blockchain, full transparency. So why do I say that? Because if we understand, I understand a lot of us are new to network marketing. When we say, oh, we're going to be on a blockchain, it really don't hit home yet because we don't really know the significance of it. Know why? Let me tell you why, and I need y'all to look at me when I say that. We don't know no company that's on a blockchain. I'm dead serious. That's why we don't understand the reality of it. We don't know none. So when we say we're going to be the first network marketing company on the blockchain, we don't understand what that means. So we like, okay, what else? We looking for something else. But in reality, time out. That's enough. Because if you really understood when a company is on the blockchain, that means it can't be no type of corruption, no type of wrongdoing, no type of nothing illegal, nothing wrong. Everything has to flow perfectly because the blockchain, everything is individual blocks. If anything is wrong, it won't connect. Don't y'all get that part? So therefore, when somebody tell you, oh, I heard this. Oh, I heard that. You don't know what you're talking about. Because when we understand the significance and everything I'm going to show y'all tonight, nobody should have any problems with what we talk about tonight. And I'm going to go on and show you right now. Ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you this fintech powerhouse, they created their own switch, their own banking system. Everything that we do every day and don't think about. Well, what do you mean by that, Mr. Meadows? Because I'm not understanding that something we do every day that we don't think about. You see this right here? This is a debit card. On this call right now, I can almost guarantee 98.9% of us used a debit card or credit card today, or our phone, because this is the tap, swipe, same thing. Today. Not yes, today. Every single day. But how many times have we thought about when we tap, swipe, or insert our debit cards, how many people getting paid? What's the system that allows, the technology that allows the money to be withdrawn from my bank account, distributed to the people that get the taxes, the people that own the debit card, the person that own the POS system, and then the store that I'm buying from. Everybody getting paid immediately, seconds, boom. That's a switch. That's a switch. That's a core banking system that allow everything to be happening. It detect fraud, everything in seconds. This is what this picture is right here. This is the core banking system that we talking about. When I got that, ladies and gentlemen, realized that Miracle Cash and More did this, but on a blockchain, I said, oh my God. And Damon, Meadows, is a person that has an opportunity to be a part of this company. Talking about myself, I really understood how blessed I was. Because let me show you about this one more time. Let me show you about this switch, ladies and gentlemen.
Zoe?
Yeah. After this commercial. Can't stop you.
We're meeting for coffee?
YouTube.
They're gonna love you. To me.
YouTube gonna play their commercials.
Many people don't have the experience to evaluate real opportunities. That's why we're committed to educating you while also sharing the potential of our company. We're not just another crypto project. We are a real company with real customers delivering real services. This document is for you, to help you recognize the difference between a fleeting opportunity and something that is truly deserving of your time and effort. We're proud to say we're just getting started. With our infrastructure in place, we're ready to scale globally. In the world of transactional finance, a switch, also known as a core banking system, is the central infrastructure that manages and routes financial transactions between different entities such as banks, payment processors, merchants, and card networks. When a customer swipes their card, taps their phone, or makes an online payment, the transaction request is generated and sent to the switch. The switch acts as the middleman. It receives the transaction data and routes it to the correct financial institution, e.g. the customer's bank, for authorization. Once the issuing bank processes the request, either approving or declining the transaction, the switch relays the response back to the point of sale, POS, terminal, or online platform almost instantly. After authorization, the switch helps settle the transaction, ensuring the funds are correctly transferred from the customer's bank to the merchant's account. The switch ensures transactions are secure, encrypted, and compliant with financial regulations like PCI DSS for card payments and KYC AML protocols for anti-fraud measures.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know that's a lot, but guess what? That's what a core banking system is. This company single-handedly put everything together in one platform. This is what we have our hands on today. So this company, we talking about Miracle Cash and More, created this crypto gateway. This crypto gateway, as you just seen, that allows merchants, businesses to accept cryptocurrency, ladies and gentlemen, is unbelievable because now, who's the real customer? See, we don't understand that most crypto companies, they depend on you just bringing people in and they paying money, and then that's how the company keep going. You keep bringing people in, they keep making money. That's not what Miracle Cash and More is about. We got real customers. Know why? We allow businesses to accept cryptocurrency. And I ain't talking about no mom and pop stores. Ladies and gentlemen, these have real millions of customers. And we created the gateway for these companies to accept cryptocurrency. That in itself is a game changer right here. So now look at this company, this amazing company we're talking about. This amazing company called Miracle Cash and More, ladies and gentlemen. We got over 24 companies under our umbrella. We got Miracle Cash and More, Leveler, Miracle Estate, where we're going to tokenize real estate. We got Miracle Sports. We got Phoenic. We got a first crypto casino. We got Bellator. But guess what we're going to focus on tonight? Bam! Miracle Pay. Miracle Pay and Nodes. They go together, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to show you I'm going to show you why. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, we have to understand. Remember we see on this video? Let me show you this right on this video. I want you to see this. On this video so you can understand where we at. Boom. Right here. Look at this. Remember this part in this video?
When a customer swipes their card, taps their phone, or makes an online payment, the transaction request is generated and sent to the switch. The switch acts as the middleman.
That's what we talking about. See, look, now this company, because of Miracle Pay, this was Miracle Pay, we allow merchants to accept cryptocurrency. Let me tell you what that means. We have answered, well, let me say answered. We solved a real world problem. What's the real world problem, ladies and gentlemen? Being that the president and all the powers that be here in the United States and abroad, they understand the world is moving to digital currency, cryptocurrency. So they want to find out how to get out of the debt. Like Venezuela, they got hyperinflation and cryptocurrency is getting them out of their current situation. Ladies and gentlemen, Miracle Cash and More has landed 4, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but even more than that. But I'm just going on 4 major contracts. Who are these contracts with? Look at this right here, ladies and gentlemen, because I need us to understand this right here. Because this is huge. I'm going to stop right here at this part, but I'm going to let y'all hear the first part of this video.
We built our own switch. No third-party licensing required. Handles crypto transactions directly with customizable merchant admin panels. Offers higher APRs than traditional banks, making us
did y'all see that part right there? Over 200, look, over 200, look. Over 200 supported coins. You see that right there? See, all we got to do is read. Everything is right here, but I'm going to stop it at one more part. Watch this.
Offers higher APRs than traditional banks, making us the crypto bank for merchants. Secure and efficient transaction management. Continuous updates to benefit both customers and merchants.
Bam! Look at that, y'all. Let me read it for you. A huge victory because of who we are, what we offer. We have secured 4 contracts with 4 of the largest POS device companies in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I know we probably don't know these 4 names, but let me tell you something. Egenical, Pax, Verifone, NCR. I need you to look at me when I'm ready to tell you this. I can almost guarantee everybody on this call, 99.1% have used one of those 4 companies' POS system today. Not last week, today. Why do you say that, Mr. Meadows? Well, I'm happy you said that. Let me explain who these people are. These companies, these billion-dollar companies that we have partnered with. Let me explain one of them, ladies and gentlemen. This is Pax. Pax is a multi-billion-dollar company. Pax, let me give you some data on Pax. Pax has over 80 million global POS system devices. Pax also is in 120 plus countries. Ladies and gentlemen, let me remember, hold up. So you know Pax is the second one, right? What's the first one? Egenical. Where Egenical at? I know I got it in. There we go. Egenical. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain who Egenical is. Well, let me play their videos so you can understand who they are. Check it out.
In a rapidly evolving world, Ingenico stands at the forefront of innovation, transforming the way payments are accepted, managed, and enhanced, consistently delivering unparalleled value in the commerce ecosystem. Acceptance is the first step towards delivering value. With Ingenico, you can accept payment solutions on any device, anytime, and anywhere. Each interaction is an opportunity to provide value, ensuring convenience and reliability for every transaction. But delivering value doesn't stop here. Ingenico is here to help you manage your entire estate. Our approach goes beyond transactions. It's about optimizing both devices and merchant experience. Growth through purpose-led innovation is our mantra. At Ingenico, we're not just revolutionizing payments. We're enhancing the entire experience of commerce. From advanced payment methods to data insights and partner integration, every step we take is aimed at adding value, helping you thrive in a rapidly changing market. Ingenico, where accept, manage, and enhance converge to create a brighter and valuable future for commerce around the world.
That's Egenical, ladies and gentlemen. You see what they said? Advanced payment solutions. That's what they just said. Let me tell you, look at Egenical, ladies and gentlemen. They also have 40 million terminals. They in 120 countries too. Ladies and gentlemen, they got over 2,500 payment apps. Remember, the reason I'm showing you this is we have a partnership with these companies that, guess what? They already got all the POS systems that we need. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? And we on their website right here. Look at this, under partners. You go to partners. Oh, let me read it to you. Let me show you. Go to partners under partners solution gallery. Then you go right here. You scroll down, and you go to page 4. Bam! Miracle Pay. You see that, ladies and gentlemen? That's our company. We partner with Egenical, a billion-dollar company. A billion-dollar company has us on their website. So, ladies and gentlemen, I tell people, I say, if you got any business sense, like real reality, because sometimes, we got the negative, and I'm sorry if Nancy is on this if Nancy's on here, 'cause she said, "Can we use another name?" All right. If you a negative Nelly or a no hope Bob, you ain't gonna see it. You're gonna look at the worst in everything. Because guess what? We can Google anything and something negative gonna come up on Jesus. I mean, that's just reality. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your business hats on. If a multi-billion-dollar company who got 30 plus years in the game, guess what? You're gonna let a person that stopped dreaming stop you from benefiting financially from a company that's ahead of everybody in the fintech game when it comes to crypto? Like nobody has let regular people into a $1 trillion industry when it comes to transactions, getting paid off fees. We get paid off of fees, ladies and gentlemen, because this is what I need us to understand. That company put us on, we partner with Egenical, Pax, Verifone, NCR. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, yesterday Carlos let us pull up Verifone. Let's look up Verifone. And let's look at some of their customers. So you be like, oh, Verifone. Look at this. Look at their customers. Yeah, you see Starbucks logo, BP, McDonald's. What? Yes. Look how many transactions they do each year. 8 trillion. TGX. Lords. Come on, y'all. McDonald's. Come on, y'all. Do y'all see the partners that we talking about? This is what I'm talking about. And we at the beginning. You at the beginning of this company. Ladies, and that's why I'm so excited, because I'm like, it's only going to get greater. So now this is why I call out to the wounded warriors. The wounded warriors, I consider wounded warriors of people like myself, that we didn't give up on network marketing, but we were so hurt we just had to fall back and lick our wounds. Because it was so much foolishness and we was putting so much blood, sweat, and tears into these companies, and these companies let us down. So therefore, people were looking at us who believe, because people believe in people. So people was looking at us as we let them down. And I didn't like that feeling. So I stepped away from the game. Because people believe in people. And I don't want nobody to disbelieve in me or think I'm trying to get somebody for some money. Or no, I don't do that. I don't play them games. So I learned how to, I had to evaluate companies. I learned how to evaluate companies. And I learned to, if a company is stable or not, through a lot of mistakes, but through a lot of success too. So I told Carlos the other day, I said, bro, everything we've been through in this industry, I told Derek Brown this too. I said, it prepared us for this moment right here. Every company that failed us, all the money we lost, even the money we made, it prepared us for something solid like this right here. Because let me tell you what else, Mr. Alvarez, that I did some research on. I had to get you on this, Mr. Alvarez. Look at this. I looked up none other than NCR. Listen, y'all, let me tell you who NCR is. This is the other company. See that NCR at the end? I looked up NCR today. Let me show you what NCR got going on, y'all. Listen to this. Matter of fact, I'm going to just let y'all look. I'm going to show y'all. This day website. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. The world's #1 digital commerce provider. Look at this. I ain't finished though. It said 1.2 billion items sold monthly. 26 million transactions per hour. Carlos, did you see that? I'm going to blow that up so y'all can look at what I just seen. Listen to me, y'all. This company, NCR, they got, oh my God, 26 million transactions per hour. This ain't coming from Damon, I mean Meadows, ladies and gentlemen. But I ain't finished though. Okay, well, how is that possible? Well, let me show you why. Carlos, look at this right here, brother. Look at this. Look at their customers. Circle K, Target, Urban Eats, Home Depot. What? Yeah, and the list goes on. I'm gonna let it slide around so we can see some more familiar companies that we go to every single day. Firehouse Subs. I love they subs. I can't wait to go to Firehouse Subs. Chipotle. Ladies and gentlemen, Chipotle. Yeah, you see it. It's not coming from Damon, I mean Metals. That's their website. So this is what I'm trying. Leo's Pizzeria. Yes, we're going to Leo's Pizzeria. Ladies and gentlemen, look what else it says, Mr. Alvarez. 140 years. This company, look what it says. Digital transformation works best with a partner. Look what it says. 140 years delivering continuous innovation in the commerce experience. 140-year-old company. And they partner with us? This is what I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't no game right here. This ain't something that we just talking, this is like one of them network market. This ain't one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, you see the customers right there. This ain't coming from Damon, I mean Meadows. I said, let me do some research about NCR. That's what I did. And I said, oh my God, I gotta show the people today. I gotta show them. Know why? Because we really don't get it yet, ladies and gentlemen. So now this company, just these four, ladies, let me tell y'all something. That's just four contracts that we got. We also got the 5th largest airline. We also got a mega, man, listen to me. Let me tell you who Egenical, who got our name on a website. Remember them? Hold on, let me go back to Egenical. Egenical right here. See our name on their website? Guess who their customer is, y'all? Their customer is Walmart. Their customer is Disney World. Their customer is MGM Grand Casino Resort. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just the 4. I ain't even talking about the matter of fact, we got the mini mega e-commerce platform it's mega though, but it just ain't big as this other one that we got too. Listen to me. We already got these contracts. So why are you so excited, Mr. Meadows? What does that mean for me? I understand we got that, but as me, I'm on this call. I don't understand. Okay, what benefit is that to me? I'm happy you asked. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain. Remember this company, Miracle Cash and More? Miracle Pay? That's the company that has all the contracts. But where we come in at is, bam, CPU nodes. What is that, Mr. Meadows? Keep your eyes off to the small, the half a node, because we don't got no more. They sold out. This is our product that we offer to each and every one of us on this call. The CPU node validates each transaction. So look at this. Strike money like you said it's over. Listen, remember this right here, y'all? Remember, look, I'm going to show you this right here. Hold up. Let me show you this right here. Remember these 26 million transactions per hour? Per hour. Guess what? Each one of them that's crypto has to be validated by your CPU node. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say that again. And that's just, that. Listen to me, y'all. Every transaction that goes through the crypto terminal that we partner with these companies, each and every one of the transactions has to be validated by your CPU node. So when you buy the CPU node, you making money every single day rain, sleet, or snow, winter, spring, summer, fall. Warren Buffett said it best, ladies and gentlemen. He said, if you don't learn how to make money while you sleep, you will work till you die. And I don't know about y'all, but I got gray hair already. And I'm not trying to work till I die. I never had a legal job in my life because I've always thought entrepreneurship, whether it was illegal or legal. I'm an entrepreneur. But I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, my grandfather, I'm breaking a curse in my family. I say curse because nobody is a multimillionaire. Everybody worked dark 30 in the morning to dark 30 at night. I don't want to live that type of life. So I'm an Essence bestselling author. I wrote a book. I made a lot of money off my books. But I know that wasn't going to make me a multi-millionaire. Made me have a comfortable life. But ladies and gentlemen, I've never been average. Like Eric Holden just said, the hip hop preacher. He said, I don't believe in being average. I don't. So this opportunity right here, by being a CPU node owner and by these partnerships that the creator has blessed us to have, partnerships with Verifone, who got 8 trillion payment transactions processed every year. You know what $1 trillion is, let alone 8 trillion? Ladies and gentlemen, we're not just talking. Then you got a nerve to come back with another monster? Talking about NCR, who, ladies and gentlemen, got everybody we love from Circle K to Home Depot to Target to Mad Max, you name it. Leo's Pizzeria. Come on, y'all. And we ain't even talking about the other contracts we have. So every time when they start rolling out, listen to me, let me break it down. When they start rolling out, these companies start saying, telling their customers, Leo's Pizzeria, Target, McDonald's, BP, Walmart. When they start telling, y'all can now accept cryptocurrency. And now the whole company just start, oh my God, that, you know what, why them companies gonna be excited? It's a new customers coming into their doors. Why? That's what marketing is for. They're going to market the mess out of accepting crypto. Just like the gas stations say, BP. You see what it says, diesel this price, regular gas this price, cash, you paying cash is this price. You paying crypto is going to be this price. Ladies and gentlemen, they're going to be doing the marketing for us. And every time they do a transaction, guess what? Tap, swipe, or insert. Cha-ching. We get paid. I'm trying to tell y'all what's happening. And we the first company to have the complete package. Meaning, like Mr. Alvarez already said, companies ain't got to change their POS system. They don't got to train they person at the cash register. They don't got to train their staff. They don't got to do none of that. The technology that Hawk and Torhan has created integrates right into their system. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so fired up because you know that light bulb going off in your head like, yo, this is really deep. Because like we were saying yesterday, I don't even like to say it's a network marketing opportunity. But I realize when you build a team, it is. But it's so much more than that. Because we can really, and let me tell you something. And I gotta say this, but let me go. I'm gonna come back to that. I don't even want to throw us off, ladies and gentlemen, because I was great to go somewhere else. Listen to me. These CPU nodes, you get one for $1,200. You get 3 for $3,600. You get 7 for $8,400. Okay, Mr. Meadows, how do I get paid though? Like, let me see what you're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. You start off earning every single day. You 80% go to you, 20% goes to the compensation plan. Let me give you a real life situation. Check it out. This is a real life situation about how it breaks down. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do 100 million merchants. Well, where you get these merchants from, Mr. Meadows? I don't know how we gonna get 100 million. Okay, well, Pax got 80 million right there. Listen, that's 80 million right there. But hold up, I ain't finished. Egenical. Let me show you what Egenical got. Hold up. They my people. Hold up. Let me move this out the way. Let me move this out the screen. Egenical, they got 40 million. Where they at? Hold up. There we go. They got 40 million, ladies and gentlemen. So now that's 80, right? That's 40. Where Egenical go at? All right, Egenical got 40. That's 120 million. Look, we ain't gonna go here, right? Y'all want to go here? Because we already know with big boy NCR what they doing. We don't even want to play with them. Talking about 126 million transaction per hour, or we can go to Verifone and you want to talk about 8 trillion in transaction. Let's just deal with Pax and Egenical, okay? That's 120 million. So this 100 million right here, we know that's very doable. But we're going to talk about 3% of that. That's only 3 million of those POS systems. Guess what, y'all? With a $5 a day purchase, just $5. We ain't talking about a jacket, a coat, a phone, none of that. We talking about $5 a day purchase. Miracle Pay, which is our company, will make $5.4 billion with a B. Out of that $5.4 billion, all the node owners like you and me, we will equally get 30% of that 5.4, which is 1.6 billion. So now each node that you own, you will make a minimum of $7,821.43. Guess what that is, ladies and gentlemen? That is potentially a 7,000% ROI, return on investment. But guess what? It's not one time, it's annually, residually. Guess who on the call you can ask? Ask Mr. Lee, ladies and gentlemen. But guess what? This is what I like to say, and let me keep it real with y'all. 3%, like I just showed y'all. Like, that's why I told you I'm gonna change that slide, right? Because 3% is a joke. But know why we do that? We put this up there because it's like people get scared, and when you talk about trillions of dollars and billions of dollars, because this society has made us not believe no more. Even to the fact that I can show you this right here. 8 trillion. This ain't coming from Damon, Meadows. 8 trillion a year. Then I can come back and show you 26 million transactions an hour. Then I can come back and show you 40 million terminals, 2,500 payment apps. I can come back and tell you Pax 80 million. And some people still don't believe these numbers. Because now let's do the same scenario. At just $5, same scenario, but just 10% of just 100 million. Hold up, y'all. Remember, we just talking about 100 million. We ain't talking about none of that other stuff. Pax got 80 itself. Egenical got 40 million. That's over 100 million right there. We ain't talking about NCR, which you already see them numbers. We ain't talking about Verifone. You seen that 8 trillion. We ain't talking about the 5th largest airline. We ain't talking about the e-commerce platform. We ain't talking about the mega e-commerce platform. We ain't even talking about the 4,700 mini markets that we got. Listen to me, y'all. But I'm gonna be humble. I'm gonna stay at the 27,000 for 10%, Marty. I'm gonna stay there. I ain't even gonna say nothing, Marty. I ain't gonna go past that. Brenda G, I'm gonna stay at the $27,000, y'all, at 10% at a $5 a day purchase. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a one-time investment of $1,200. What if you had more than one CPU node? Mr. Alvarez just put in the chat, I think it was 38. 38. I ain't even gonna pull out no calculator on him. Ladies and gentlemen, it's those of us who we planning for the future for real. One-time investment, $27,000. That is unbelievable. But hold up. I ain't finished. What's Miracle Bank? Remember, I told y'all, we have a complete ecosystem, ladies and gentlemen. We renamed Miracle Bank. It's called Miracle Neo now. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's live right now. You can wire yourself from your traditional bank, whether it's Bank of America, Navy Federal, you name it, to your crypto bank. Long as it's under $5,000, you got minimum KYC. Ladies and gentlemen, did y'all just hear what I just said? You mean to tell me, Mr. Meadows, we can wire from our traditional bank to our crypto bank? Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. I just told you, Hock and Torhan, because we created and built literally a complete fintech bank, but on the most secure platform on the face of the earth, y'all. This ain't no game. Listen to me. This is unbelievable right here. So now, on top of being able to wire our finances, we also have reloadable crypto debit cards, ladies and gentlemen. So now, not only can we tap, swipe, or insert, it's some of us can build a team just off the debit cards. I'm gonna give you a prime example. Friend of mine named Tyrone. Look at like here. He says 15 levels. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. 15 level deep incentive plan. Listen to me, y'all. I need y'all to understand this. This is how unique this opportunity is. My friend Tyrone is a master trader. He's not no network marketer. He ain't even thinking about no network marketing. Listen to me, y'all. He trades cryptocurrency. So I said, Ty, what if, I say, what? I said, how you going to spend your money if you wanted to buy a car today, tomorrow, anything? He said, I would have to take out my profit, blah, 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 but they'll penalize me if I take it out early and all this type of stuff. So I'm like, he paid like 4 or 5 fees before he even cash out on his Cash App. 4 or 5 fees. Because he don't just trade in one crypto. He got to make that crypto into Bitcoin and that crypto into Bitcoin and that crypto into, he got to do all that, Uniswap, Simple Swap, all that. I said, I got your answer, bro. We got the crypto debit cards in our possession. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, before y'all even ask me, we had a meeting today, and the crypto debit cards could be any single day. Literally just had a meeting today about it. So I'm telling you now, the crypto debit cards are coming. I ain't going to say this week, but it could be this week. So don't ask me after the call. We just heard from Raquel. She said, yes, we talked to the people. We expected them by Friday, but it could be early next week. So I ain't putting no date on it, y'all, but they are definitely in effect. So, ladies and gentlemen, Ty said, sign me up. But then he said, you mean all the people I teach trading to, they can get a crypto debit card too? I said, absolutely. And guess what, Ty? Every time they tap, swipe, insert, you're going to get paid off of that too. He said, what? I said, bro, just share your link. Just have them buy their crypto debit card from your link. He said, that's my team. I said, there you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, understanding just by sharing this opportunity. And Ty don't even have a node, but he got a free account and he going to share just the debit cards because that's what he do. He trades crypto. So he needs the debit card. Ladies and gentlemen, I keep telling you can get people many different ways. Because guess what? I'm going to get them to get one of these nodes. Ain't no doubt about it. But that's you drip on them. You ain't got to spit up on them. Just drip on them a little bit. So, ladies and gentlemen, understand that what we're talking about. So now, let me explain this to you right here. It's not a game. This crypto debit card is going to be amazing. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It all starts with the CPU node. So now, the CPU node, remember, we don't have no more, that's how fast they going. We don't have no more the half nodes. So the 600 nodes, the half nodes are gone. They sold out. So the minimum you can come in at is a free account, of course. If you don't have the 1200, you can open a brand new free account and share your link and earn as you go. By sharing this information with other people, when they buy a node, you're going to get compensated for it. I'm going to show that in a minute. But if you want 3, guess what? 3,600. You want 7, 8,400. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? We have a promotion right now where not only do you get the CPU node, but guess what? We got a momentum package, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the momentum package. Let me show you what you get for the momentum package. You get, boom, you get 2 CPU nodes, 2 of them. You get 2 CPU nodes, a designer card. What's a designer card, Mr. Meadows? That's the debit cards I'm talking about. Look at the debit cards that I just explained to y'all right there. These are the debit cards, the first 4 of them. 2 Bellator cards and Miracle Neo. Remember I told you we changed the name from Miracle Bank to Miracle Neo? That's the Miracle Neo, the 2 cards right here. And the other ones are the 2 Bellator cards. So those are the 2 cards. I mean, you get one of those cards with the momentum package. You get 2 CPU nodes, a designer card, 600 Merrick's coins, which not on the market right now, and they start off at 50 cents. And that's the start off. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You get 12 months of the most innovative app on the face of the earth. What app you talking about, Mr. Meadows? I'm happy you asked. Let me explain what app I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. I knew it was going to do that for me, but guess what? I already got it. I'm going to pull it back up. Give me 1 second. This is the app I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. It's called the Cha-Ching app. What'd it do? All right, hold up, y'all. They playing with me now. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Here we go. Here go the Cha-Ching app, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. Oh, man, what is not playing for me? Oh, man. Y'all know I'm a little tech. I'll check. Hold up. I think I can fix it. Hold up. Let me see something. Bear with me, y'all. I emailed it to myself so it can play. Let me see. Boom. All right. Well, it can play. It's not playing right now, and I don't want to stop my flow. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Cha-Ching app. It's an AI app where it literally, all you got to do is put a phone number in it. You get Bella, that's the female, and you get Thor, that's the male. They're programmed to know every single thing about Bellator and Miracle Cash and more. Ladies and gentlemen, so you get all of that for a one-time, a limited time offer of $1,500. The value of this momentum package is $3,987, but you get it for a limited time. They only got 2,500 of these momentum packages, and when they sold out, they sold out. So, ladies and gentlemen, this momentum package is only for a limited time for $1,500. But think about this. Remember this, y'all. You get 27,000 at 10%, and you're getting 2 of them for a $1,500 one-time fee. You don't pay no monthly fee. You don't pay no auto ship. You don't do none of that. You pay $1,500 one time. You not only get $54,000 a year, each and every year at 10% potentially. Guess what? But I know, and I'm telling you, Damon, I mean Meadows, it's going to be way more than that. This is just me and my opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion. But, ladies and gentlemen, it starts with the momentum package if you want to get 2. Or you got to buy everything a la carte after that. Now, well, I will say this. Take action because if you don't, they will be gone, literally. But then, ladies and gentlemen, remember I told you open a free account? You get paid 5 ways. You get direct commission, team structure, matching bonuses, and rank advancement. But remember, you don't get all these unless you get binary qualified. But if you open a free account, you do get direct commission. Okay, direct commission is this. You sell one CPU node, $225. You sell 3 CPU nodes, $700. You sell a 7-pack, you get $1,715. You can now buy your own CPU node and you can get the momentum package. Look at that. You done came in free, got you a momentum package. You get 2 nodes, designer card, 600 Mercs, and you get the app for free. What? Ladies and gentlemen, is unbelievable right here. Now you get 15 levels. The difference maker get 5 levels. Winner get 10 levels. Leaders and above, leaders and champions and legends, 15 levels of the compensation plan. We go over all that when we go to training. A difference makes a matching bonus of the people they bring in. 5% matching bonus, 10% as a winner, 15% as a leader, 20% as a champion, 25% as a legend. And ladies and gentlemen, guess what? You also get a one-time advance bonus. A winner gets $500. A leader gets $2,500. A champion gets $10,000. And a legend gets $50,000. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain this to you. This opportunity we have is truly a blessing. Because out of all the people in the world, listen to what I'm going to tell you. In the world, your creator, whatever you call him, or whatever your creator is, he allowed you to see this. Know why I say that? Because it's a blessing. We've been to Cyprus. We talked to Hakim personally. We know some news that's coming down the pipe. So, ladies and gentlemen, understand that when you got an opportunity, you got to seize it. Because guess what? A lot of us wasn't around for Uber. A lot of us wasn't around for Cash App. A lot of us wasn't around for Bitcoin. A lot of us blew those opportunities. My wife, literally, her friend, when Bitcoin was $100. Hey, son, when he wanted you to invest in Bitcoin, what price was it? It wasn't even $2. He told her to invest $100. This is what our co-worker said. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That man disappeared. He don't even live in the United States no more. Yeah, he told they still in contact. He quit the job, all that. And imagine how his money look now when Bitcoin is over 100,000. What? Can you imagine that? So let me explain that to you, what I mean in real life. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to give you this right here, and then we're going to open up for questions and answers. This is the BNB token. The BNB token is $769 for one token right now. And all BNB is a website. That's it. It's a website. They don't have no brick and mortars. They don't have no Egenical. They don't have no PAX. They don't have no Verifone. They don't have no NCR. They don't have no Mega E-commerce. Y'all thought I was going to say the name. They don't have no 5th largest airline. They don't got no 47 mini mark, 4,700 mini mark. They don't got none of that. They don't have none of that. And they coin is still $700 and something. Guess where our token is at? That has all of that. It has it. Guess where our token is at, ladies and gentlemen? Our token is not even a penny right now. I need y'all to understand what we're saying right now and understanding the opportunity that is in front of you. Phoenic token is our gas for our own blockchain that's launching in November. I'm going to say that again. I'm going to say that again. That Phoenix token, that's not even a penny right now. It's not even a penny. It's the gas to our blockchain. That means every time somebody come to McDonald's, every time somebody go to Walmart, any of those companies that's under those partners that we got, they have to buy the Phoenix token before they can do anything. All right. The Phoenix token has to be used. Get that in your head for a second. Why is the BNB token $700? Because if you go on their website, on their platform, you got to use their token as gas. Like you drive a car, in order for you to drive a car, you need gas. Not only do we have our blockchain, our blockchain, where if you go on our blockchain, you trade, buy, sell, all that, you got to use our Phoenix token. But guess what else? If you do anything else with tap, swipe, insert, you're going to use our coin too. So listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just a messenger. This opportunity is not for everybody because everybody not going to see it. But guess what? You here. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, get back with the person that invited you. Get back with the person that invited you and get in position because we literally about to take off. You see, we on the website with Agenical now. Agenical is preparing to rev up to all their customers. That means Walmart. That means Disney World. Yeah, that's their customers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a game. So with that being said, thank y'all for being patient. Let's open up for question and answers. Mr. DB, you can cut the recording off and we can go from there. Y'all can open up for question and answers. You can raise your hand or you can unmute yourself. Let me see, give you permission to unmute yourself. I'm sorry. Okay. Boom. I think Derek Brown or Carlos, y'all was recording. You can stop the recording now because you don't want to record because people been on me about this recordings. So I didn't start the recordings. You see that? Get him, y'all. Mr. Derek Brown ain't stopped the recording. That mean he sleep. Like, no, go ahead. Anybody got any questions?